All right, we're back with part two. This is just going to be some additional specific thoughts and some info about the lighting because that's big. Okay, so I thought I'd just show you a few more examples just to be sure I'm making myself clear. This is an example a student photographed where they used the camera and got close into their artwork and took the photograph without a lot of background. Here is a photograph a student took in my classroom. Again, they were super focused on the edges of their paper and just having a small black border around it. Both work. If you prefer this over this, and this is the type of photograph you took, you can always use that idea I said earlier about cropping the image by clicking on it and hitting the option here, pulling down the corners, the edges so that you're right on the edge of your paper, and once you have it how you like it, hitting the enter button. That will give you no border at all. Now, what I wanted to show you in the third example here was this. So you can see, even using the light box at school, this student has some of the duct tape and the PVC pipe, so they would need to do some editing. They would click and pull in. Again, the black border is not terrible. That's the idea of having the background there. So just getting rid of that extra space really kind of cleans up the image and allows us now to focus mainly on the actual artwork. Now, in the next slide, I just wanted to show you an example of this sculpture, which was taken in the light box at school. So again, the light is around the art, but the camera was in front, which allowed a nice clear image. I can see all the colors, I can see the details. Great. This one was taken by a student at home with natural light, probably from a nearby window. But again, it's nice and clear, and because the background is simple, it makes it really easy to see. Here I have an image that a student took with just a little bit of background, nothing too distracting. If I want to enhance it, I just did that same crop tool here by clicking and bringing the sides in, and I was able to get rid of that background and just focus on the image. Now, what I would like for you to see is some examples of where maybe possibly the lighting wasn't great, even though the artwork was, so that you can understand. So this is a beautiful landscape drawing, but because the light is behind the artwork and not in front of it, it makes it feel dark, and it's quite hard to see. This student is also holding up their artwork, but the light was in front of them or coming in from the side, and that's what allows us a better view of their artwork. The only thing you have to worry about when you are photographing and you're using the light are shadows. Sometimes they show up. So just keep that in mind and try to kind of adjust before you take the photograph so that you don't have a lot of shadow going on. Uh, Again, it's really going to depend on where you are, whether that's in your home or in your classroom, what type of lighting it is. Sunny makes it a little bit harder, cloudy is just perfect. But the idea is that the light is shining onto the artwork so it's nice and bright, and the camera is behind the lamps, and you are too. That way, you're not interrupting the light and casting your shadow on, so you're kind of behind. Hope that helps. Good luck. So, a lot of information. I promise we're going to keep going over it. We're going to practice in school. We're hopefully going to get some practice at home. This is good for anything. You can practice with art or your toys or a book or whatever. But the idea is we learned something new, which is exciting. Awesome. Thanks, guys.